January 25th. Reverse sweep, 15-9 in the fifth set. Mimi Collier had 21 kills. Brittany Abercrombie still out with leg and foot injury. Nice play by Schwan. Had 17 kills.
Courtney Schwan carving a 4-4, really beautiful feed from Shampoo out to start this first set. Probably best all year.
4 of 6 now with no errors and a couple of roll shots, which makes my partner Holly McPeak very happy. Nice block by Foster.
Natalie Foster has improved on the defensive side of the ball. She's getting out to her pin blockers, closing, hands over the net, very disciplined block moves, and that's important if she wants to get more play.
Really turned it around. Alicia Childress, they started 1-6. They've won 5 out of their last 6.
San Diego is one of the hottest teams right now and playing really elite volleyball.
Little miscommunication. And also on the other side, Shampoo had to make the first touch. Chimay has yet to really get it going offensively and missed that out of bounds. We might have a challenge. Why not? We're at 23, deep into the red zone. Now to 24, actually. Devaney McClarty is our referee.
Orlando is challenging a block touch.
Yeah, this is an obvious challenge and easy for me to say. Amy Pauley in her 3rd year led Orlando to the championship, the match for $1 million last season. Beat Atlanta in the semifinals 3-1 and beat the Indy Ignite for the championship and finished the season on a 7-match winning streak before going into the playoffs. So they got hot at the right time, and that's exactly what Orlando is hoping for. But to get to that position, they got to get
After review, there is a block touch. Orlando will win the point and retain their challenge.
Just off the left index finger of Mimi Collier. So good use of the challenge. Keep a very close eye. She is key to the aspirations of Orlando. Big serve by Foster. Chance coming left side to Looper. And that ball does go out of bounds. And Natalie Foster starting it all at the service line.
When you can put that kind of service pressure on your opponents, good things happen. Defense was in a solid place, and then Looper gets that transition kill on the left.
That one fairly well handled. Cox into the inside, dug nicely by Foster. Long string set, roll shot is there for the score. Dallas going to call a timeout here. Yeah, for sure. You get 2 timeouts, and Shannon Windsor used one to stop a 3-0 run, and is going to use this one now to try to cool off Dodds. Foster again. What a weapon. Cox is blocked. Natalie Foster and Orlando are back within 1.
Natalie Foster continues to light people up with the power behind her serve. She practices it every day, and that sets up
50 miles per hour with the serve. And another good one. Foster, good enough first contact. Looper off the edge of the block. And just like that, we're tied. Amazing serving performance again by Foster, number 13 in white.
And the Orlando Valkyries transition, delivering that ball, and Charity Looper working all sides of the block. 5
straight points for Orlando and Foster. And an ace, making 6 in a row.
How about that? I think it comes in, I think it helps when you're in the match playing all the way around.
Dallas out of timeout, so Shannon Windsor going to Kendall White as a defensive specialist to try to slow things down. Good cover that time by Murr. Ball set a little bit tight. Looper. Deep cross-court corner saved and still alive by White, just inserted into the match. Ball is finally down. It went off the leg or the foot of one of the Dallas defenders. What a run. 7-0, if not 8. What a play at set point and a serving performance by Natalie Foster. All the way back to win it 25-23. An incredible comeback after a really good start by Dallas. Set number 1 goes to the visitors in a shocker. Who was nearly perfect in the opener for Dallas, got up to a good start and kept it there throughout. She's 7 of 12 right now. Orlando did get some touches. That's a very nice first touch by Collier. Well dug by Pusic. And Chimay registers a kill. A little bit of a slow start for number 7. We'll get you her numbers so far in this match as we start set number 2. Paul Sunderland here along with Hall of Famer Holly McPeak. Nia Chimay. Yep.
Both setters in the front row. Look for the opposing team to attack the ball, and then left side attacking the smallest blockers on each team.
Good pass by Looper, and there's Cass Brown going behind on the slide. What a pass by Looper.
The connection and relationship and trust with Shampoo and Kaz Brown, the feed, the location of the set. Charity Looper puts it in Shampoo's offense that the Dallas Pulse puts on their opponents because of that big attack, and then their attackers on both pins. It's tough to stop.
Orlando thought that ball was down in front of Murr, but we play on. It's down now. That's good work by the officials. A little bit late, but get it right. You mentioned the offensive numbers. Dallas is currently... There is Kaz Brown working down the line, out of system here. Collier, what a swing right over the top of the block. Blocked by Schwann.
Courtney Schwann on that left side knew it was coming and got set. Quick hands over the net. The best way to stop a slide attacker.
That connection was good. That was pretty good. Here is Lane Van Buskirk back to serve. Played last year and the year before that in Las Vegas. Perfect pass, nicely done by Foster.
Shampoo able to utilize Natalie Foster. 2 blockers there, but Foster high, hard off the hands.
That's serving 3-18. 7-0 run by the league leader in aces and the league record holder in aces. Pusic, very hittable ball by Chimay. Chimay quickly down inside Horman Collier.
Nia Chimay's got that powerful arm. If there's a seam and the blocker's hands are late, she will find it. And Caitlin Horde trying to get out to close behind her. Pressed over quick enough.
Played for Grand Rapids last year, hitting under 200. You'd like to see that percentage up in the low 2s. Amy Collier hit 280. That's another good swing by Chimay. Shampoo loves to repeat, go to the hot hitter, and when she recognizes one, you better get ready to roll. 5-0. That's a huge run at this level. Through the block and down Chimay. A lot of velocity on that ball off the left side.
I love the fact that Nia Chimay can hit on either pin and is very comfortable on the left side. She started her collegiate career as a left side attacker before moving to the right at SMU.
Good first contact by Murr and lots of room to operate, dug by Pusic. Oh. That is a lot of heat and on the joust. Nicely won and much needed for Orlando.
I like the defensive touch by the Dallas Pulse, but you don't have to set the ball that tight. Slither of a line to work with, but crushes it down the line at Shampoo.
Is a slither and a sliver the same thing?
Well, I meant sliver. Thank you, Paul.
Collier's now 9 of 18. No errors. Looper, okay, coming back from injury, she is on fuego.
Super Looper on the left side. She's such a high flyer, and that corner ball is tough to stop.
Super Looper, I love.
Talented team. They've been really good at times, but have been struggling at home in Omaha. It's really hard to figure out.
2-6 at home in front of that fabulous crowd, and Super Looper. I'm going with that. I like Super Looper a lot.
Back to the corner, and that's a tough ball to defend. Caitlin Horde almost picked that one up, but deep to that corner is a very effective swing.
Middle, and we've talked about this a lot. Mia Tuaniga is doing a wonderful job at the setting position for Indy. They're now at 10-2.
Has grown as a player, and her head coach said, look, she's got spectacular in her, and she's really stepped up and elevated that offense and made it her own.
Hard swing off the right side by Shimei. Interesting, we're playing in Dallas, and there was a wonderful note in the Dallas pre-match information. 14 players from the state of Texas currently playing for either of these teams.
Texas.
Diego, just to reiterate that point, started 1-6. They've won 5 out of their last 6, and won last night at Grand Rapids. Foster. Horde was there, but very nicely executed out of the middle and much needed for Orlando.
One of the things that makes Shampoo special, and there's a long list of things, but she's very skilled at getting her big-time block.
Caitlin Horde now has 3 blocks in her column. Dallas has 5 in this set alone. Absolutely ripped by Nia Shimei.
Shampoo disguises that set and allows Nia Shimei on the right side a one-on-one opportunity, and usually that's advantage hitter.
She was Shimei'sing last week for Looper, so we ration ourselves to 1 a week.
One a match.
Okay.
Let's set the bar high.
You're right, 1 a match. Okay. Look where we are.
Love it.
A serve.
Talk about dialing it up under pressure. Natalie Foster back on the line, and the location of the serve, the pace, the flatness, it's perfection. Watch this.
On the year, averaging 4 kills per set. And here is Foster. Shampoo, the first contact. Foster a little bit late in getting there. Shimei goes over the top of the block, and that ball's in. Should point out, we've mentioned it several times before, in Major League Volleyball, there are no lines people. It's all done electronically. There it is.
Green light.
Yeah, big green light. Kaz Brown having to go off speed. Looper adding to her total, not yet. Collier will track that down. Almost ran out of real estate. Back, quick combination. Really nice play on the right side.
Last year, Orlando had a field day running that same play. It's a back one and then a quick ball out to that right side, and Nia Shimei able to get all of that down the line.
We'll give you Shimei's numbers after this point. Remember, she is filling in for last year's league MVP, Brittany Abercrombie, who's missing her 7th match. And no timetable for her return. Good block touch that time by Van Buskirk. See Shampoo take a look, and there again. Every young player out there, you do what Super Looper does, over the top of the block into area 5.
And then if you're a setter nation, but she didn't have much court to attack.
I have a very funny story about those 4 quadrants, but it takes a long time to tell.
Well, you have 8 seconds, so go.
We were in practice.
Mimi Collier in the back row, that's a surefire way to win a lot of rallies.
Nice play by Shampoo, saving that. Remember what Coach Windsor told us yesterday. Beginning of the season, Kylie Moore was just way too hard on herself. Too much tension, particularly in her first ball contact. But she's passed the ball much, much better as the season is going along. And you look versus Omaha on Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Play by Schwann. It's a little colder there than it is here in beautiful Dallas in the mid to high 70s. Courtney Schwann.
It hits the middle blocker, Lane Van Buskirk.
Van Buskirk played in Las Vegas the last couple of years. Played in the Bundesliga in Germany prior to that. Will hopefully be playing for Canada in the Olympic Games.
Shampoo is getting Courtney Schwann in the position with the tempo that she needs to score, and this is the best match of the season.
Balls off the right side. is getting her look from Shampoo and playing with that. Still pretty sore right pinky finger. Foster, Natalie Foster getting up quickly out of the middle. Good aggressive set by Shampoo.
SMU head coach Sam Erger used to talk about.
We don't have the numbers broken out in terms of front court and back court attacking, but I agree with you, Holly McKee. She's got to be hitting well over 400, if not 500 out of the back row. Kaz Brown with a good response.
And Shannon Windsor said, look, we are elite out of the back row, and it's an important part of our offense, and we've seen that tonight. Look at the quick attack on that line. That's a tough swing from the ball coming so deep in the court.
Looper is 12 of 29 with 7 digs. That's going to be a net violation, and the veteran Schwann draws the violation. Maldonado Diaz, 10 of 29. Some spectacular kills, but does have a couple of errors mixed in.
The funny thing about that net violation is Mimi Collier too fast on the pin with the swing.
Wonderful set by Shampoo. I'm going to ask you about Mimi Collier.
First of all, I'm having a blast watching these. I'm impressed by Mimi Collier.
Yeah. I mean, there's a load of talent on Team USA. My goodness, she's an impressive player. Nicely done by Maya Shimei off the left side.
The left side attack has been really solid all night long for Orlando and bubbly.
Perfect pass, tattooed right on the sideline by Foster.
The first contact, that serve receive sets up Shampoo to run Natalie Foster on this gap set. I love.
See Payne on to add some size if Dallas needed some more on the pin now for Dallas. Kaz Brown, that was a really tough chance, and Shampoo, how did she get her way around to that set?
The trust and confidence that Shampoo has in Kaz Brown. Kaz Brown's arm is fast, ready to go. It's up in the air.
Payne back to the sideline. Here's Van Busker. Orlando 2 points away from taking the 2 sets to 1 advantage. Schwann again. Oh, that a really smart swing. High off the hands into the deep cross court.
Shampoo working hard in transition. That ball was dug behind the 3-meter line. Shampoo gets around it, puts a hittable ball.
Set point. Once again, perfect pass by Schwann. Naya Shimei to close it out. Wonderful offense in reception by Schwann, and then Shampoo to the outside one-on-one. 8 swings, 5 digs, 4 blocks out. Having a big night for Dallas. Perfect pass by Schwann. That's what keyed the play. That was a tough serve.
Shampoo's making Natalie Foster move along the net, open up some area to attack, and then Shampoo does her job feeding that ball high, stresses the block defense on the other side of the net.
There is Foster. Pretty well handled that time by Collier. Shimei off the edge. You talked about Naya Shimei working the edges, a perfect example.
That time Naya Shimei got that ball wide enough that she could work the outside hand of
at 3.4, but most importantly, passing well into the 50s in terms of positive reception. That's a positive reception and a positive result.
Exactly. Kaz Brown knew that ball was coming to her. Her arm was cocked and ready, and then Shampoo, the fast speed. This tempo is really nice and doesn't give the block.
Brittany Abercrombie. Shampoo's first match after missing 4 with an injured hand. There's Kaz Brown.
Perfect execution, and when Orlando Valkyries can start with that good first contact as Courtney Schwann puts this ball in Shampoo's hands, way more stops defensively on Orlando. Shampoo's just getting things going offensively.
Middle again, nice block touch by Horde. Collier, cuff and line, what a dig by Looper. Good hustle by Dallas, but Super Looper with a fantastic dig, already well into double figures with 13 kills, now with 9 digs.
Mimi Collier of the Dallas Pulse took a big rip down that line, and Charity Looper slides to the right, cuts it off, and then Shampoo back out to Schwan on the left side. Pins have been really good, but can we get more middle offense involved?
Yeah, 2 kills on 6 swings for Caitlin Horde. We're calling her name a lot because she's been so good at the defensive end. Natalie Foster, really impressive, getting the start over Bree Kelly out of the University of Pittsburgh. Outstanding rookie for Orlando, but under the weather with flu for the...
It's away from Looper of Orlando.
Another very tough serve. Looper. Mimi Collier again, Valentine Anderson running into the boards along the sideline. Otto Diaz, Van Buskirk, and Cox. Really good pass. Schwan is all over that. Such a good reader of the game. And then Naya Shimei at the cross court.
Shampoo got that ball wider to Naya Shimei, and she's so much better when that ball's pushed to that antenna. Allows her to go down the line, but also work through that seam.
14 kills now on 39 swings for Shimei. Easy serve. And very nicely placed, but missed the sideline. And Buskirk had that.
Yeah, she was trying to go with that right back defender, make the setter play it. Every play. Maldonado Diaz having to take some tough swings in transition.
Yeah, percentage-wise, not up to her season average. Boy, a big rip by Naya Shimei. Good communication between Shampoo and Shimei.
Naya Shimei gaining confidence in that right back position, hitting this D ball out of the back row. Obviously, the ball out to the left side, so Mimi Collier can take advantage.
Well passed. You mentioned the gap. What do you mean exactly by that frees up Foster?
The gap set, we used to call it a 31 set back in the day. It's the gap between that left side and middle attack, and it forces the middle blocker to move.
Foster again, putting up big offensive numbers. Bree Kelly, we were talking about it, Holly, had kind of taken over that spot because she was scoring more, but this is pretty good outing.
Shampoo and Natalie Foster have found their connection.
Well done by Murr. And a better block, not yet covered. Brown was there. Naya Shimei. And this keeps Natalie Foster on the service line. They could use that right now, trailing 19-17. Here's Caroline Muth. Played in Switzerland the last couple of years. Oh, well handled. And also makes a dig. And through the block and down, Charity Looper. What a wonderful all-around match. 15 kills, 10 digs, 1 block, and passed at 50% positive.
Charity Looper's scoring a ton of balls when Orlando needs them to win a point after a big defensive touch or scramble play. She's taking the swings on that left side for Orlando.
25-20, Orlando 25-23. Been a very well-played match. Good pass by Schwan. Shampoo. Describe that little bit of hesitation, how she frees up Courtney Schwan.
Shampoo can take the ball as a setter in any position she wants, and the little delay in her hands holds the middle blocker. You see Caitlin Horde jump, and that allows Courtney Schwan to have one-on-one on the pin, and she does it super well.
Collier out of system. Schwan tapped down, not yet. Collier will track this down. Tough chance, very near the net. Schwan again. Get it!
Dallas scrambling to keep that one alive, but Orlando stays on the attack because Shangpu continues to push the pace.
Really good offense. Courtney Schwann showing all of her experience. 4 match points. Looper at the defensive end for the win. Off the block and out of bounds. And the Orlando Valkyries, the reigning Major League Volleyball champions, injury-plagued, short-handed, yes, but they pulled together a really, really good win.
We've seen Orlando lately.